What's up, everybody? How we doing today? And welcome to a very special GGH Live. I got my brother Nando with me. Nando, what's up, brother?
I'm good. How's everyone doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm here, I guess. I don't know. And of course, we have the one and only Mr. Yeah, that's continuing. Mr. the mastermind behind Global Ghost Hunt, Brian John.
Mr.
What's up, brother?
Mister, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Busy, doing well. Very well. Yep.
Very good. Very good. You guys enjoying?
Thank you for having me, by the way.
Hey, I mean, technically, this is part yours anyway, so.
No, not really.
This is
It's
your
yours.
fault.
It's yours. It's yours and Nando's.
Wow.
It was nice though when I came up before we went live and said, "Oh God," Nando said, "Oh God." Yeah, I didn't realize he was coming. That was always nice.
It's always a warm welcome when you're hanging out.
Wow,
See,
thanks
folks,
for having me.
See, folks, this is what family is right here. It's like, oh shit, not him.
Yeah. And then the face afterwards was priceless.
Oh, I should have had it recorded.
Where's your Lakers hat? Why'd you take it off? Why'd you take off your Lakers hat? It was good.
Because I don't like wearing a hat while we're doing the show.
No, I do.
So do I.
No problems. And you know what I thought? What I found it really funny was, you don't normally see somebody from the UK wearing like a basketball hat.
Really?
Yeah, you usually see it's usually football.
No, do you know what? I'll be honest. I'm not a big football fan unless it's internationals, like the World Cup and the Euros.
Or
I can get into that.
You watch the Olympics?
No.
Really?
It's either no. I don't watch.
You don't watch football in the Olympics?
No.
Okay. Well, you don't have to give that face. Good Lord.
Oh, no.
You make it seem like I said something really bad. Like, what the hell?
See, this is what it's about, folks. We give each other crap all the time. This happens backstage and everything. This is normal. This is perfect. Love it.
And pretty soon it'll be over.
Yeah, I don't think this will ever be done.
We'll not see each other for at least a month or two. But then I'm planning to go to the UK in January, so
that'd be good.
So you guys will be doing a GGH Live together, like same screen and everything?
Potentially from a location.
Well, I don't think it's going to be a GGH Live. I think it's going to be, maybe we'll do some lives for the networks, Parapost and Paralinks and stuff like that. But because I know how much people love the UK, and especially going to these locations, and that visually they're nice. You know, some of these locations that are really, really cool. People like watching them. So I see Tracy's in the room.
I saw that. We have Tracy here. Here she is.
Hello.
Tracy is part of Tombstone, as it says there. So
awesome. Yeah. Facebook user, always thank you for joining us.
Every single week. They're always in there.
Just like
Arizona Pie. There's Wendy.
AZ Pie's here.
Is that Wendy?
And I believe that is, if I'm not mistaken. AZ Pie, I believe that you're Wendy, correct? And of course, Suzette from CMPS. How are you doing today? And of course, Liz. Hey, Liz. So, guys, before we get into some of the more fun stuff, I just want to touch on something real quick. I know we said we weren't going to get to the side, but here, you ready? Half sleep. We'll do the half sleep. Okay. Where are you going? Get back here.
Yeah. Hi, Liz.
It is Wendy. It is Wendy.
You know what? You have to. You have to do it. You have to say it.
Oh, you have. Yeah. And I know who that is now. That would be the Wicked Queen herself.
Who?
That's my wife.
Wicked Queen, Mackenzie.
I don't know. Yeah.
Facebook user?
Yup.
Okay.
She's the only one who calls me Newt.
There's one of my favorite people right there.
Valerie, of course.
That's one of my favorite people in the world.
Handsome Faces. Are you watching another show? Because I only see at least two on here. I don't see.
I can only see one, to be honest, but you know.
You know what I completely forgot that we need to do? I completely forgot about this, and with Valerie in the room, it just reminded me we need to send that stuff to the person that she investigated with. We need to send
Yes,
that stuff.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we haven't. I haven't forgotten about it. It's just we haven't had time. Basically, what it came down to. So we
or
haven't
you
forgotten
can
about
let,
Chris.
yeah, if you can let Chris know, we will be sending that stuff to him.
And I do have something else in mind, but we'll leave that for a surprise later. I have an idea.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
God. I did, and I'm sure you noticed that I put that in your thumbnail today, right?
Mhm.
Did you see that?
I
Did you
did.
read
I
it?
did see. Yes, I did. And you are absolutely right. I do have an idea. I've got several. And on top of
Yeah.
that, Howard has ideas as well.
Oh,
So
God.
you've got
The two of you. You know what?
great
I think
people.
it's going to be an incredible investigation, but I think it's going to be a ridiculous one at the same time, if that's possible.
You got me, Howard, and then you got me and Mackenzie.
Yeah.
The Wicked Queen. You guys saw what the Wicked Queen can do. You've seen the shows of us together. You throw
Will you
Howard
be
in the
go-
mix of that?
Are you going to be going live this time round?
Yes. So
Everyone's got to watch it. If it's anything to what it was with you and Mackenzie the last time, it's going to be like paranormal comedy. Can we say it like that?
paracomedy.
Paracomedy, yeah,
You know what,
paracomedy. Because you two
Brian?
together.
You want new show? You want new shows? A paranormal stand-up comedy show.
I think it's. I don't think it's going to be para comedy. I think it's going to be para ridiculous.
Ooh, I like that. That's what we can call it. Paranormal stand-up. We'll call it para ridiculous. I love it. I can see the merch now. But actually, Nando, to be completely honest, for what we're going to be doing, I'm hoping to actually do 2 lives. Hoping, Brian, we're going to talk about it obviously later on. But what I want to do is exactly what the Global Ghost Hunt represents. Is I want to go live once to get some of these businesses and local shops and locations during the day, talk to the owners, get to meet them, see them, promote them out, have some fun. And then at night, do the haunted locations. Go to the locations like everybody knows about Marie Laveau. They know about all these, amazing places down in New Orleans. I want to go to the ones that they don't know, that a lot of people don't get a chance to see. And I'm working with Howard and a couple other amazing people to get confirmation on locations. But it's going to be a lot of fun either way. I'm excited. But it's going to be it's going to be all of New Orleans.
Yeah, I thought what I wrote and when I posted the thumbnail was very fitting. I was gonna make a few more jabs, but I figured, okay, well, I'll just settle on the one.
I mean, jab away. But Parasolo says he's planning on next year.
Yeah, that's going to be. Folks, I will say, sorry, Matt. I will say next year. Next May is probably going to be quite huge.
Yeah.
For what's being planned. So it will probably be a really good time for you to get in there for next year, for sure.
Are you changing it to April next year?
Yeah, the dates are changing. They're from the 25th of April till May 5th.
Yeah.
May 5th.
So yeah.
And I will say, folks, and Parasolo for you too. If you guys can't make it during those dates, I want to just reiterate, you can record. You can record 2 hours of footage. You can still sign up, go through the whole process, get set up. We'll still, promote you out. And you can record and send us the 2 hours of unedited raw footage, and we can still put you a part of that event. That's no big deal. You don't have to be available during those dates.
Yeah.
So just heads up.
Yeah, Jen Jacobs is doing that. I believe she's filming 2 locations on the 14th, and she's going live on the 28th.
Ooh.
So she's actually doing 3 locations.
Well, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so we are going to probably just have a few more than we did in May.
Growth is growth, and you know what? Yeah. To be honest with you guys, I know we've said this before, but the amount of support that everybody's given the Global Ghost Hunt, not just for us, but these teams and locations and each other, it's just been awesome. It really is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I will. Yeah, you're right, and I will let because Valerie's saying what she said. The great thing about starting after, and I'll say this now because it is going to happen, and people are going to find out. Starting next May, we are going to have 2 packages. We're going to have the package 1 and package 2, and you can select which one you want to be. And the package 2 is going to be actually cheaper than the package 1. So so you're going to get things with package 1 and 2 that we're not doing right now, but we will be doing for next May.
Yeah.
So
and there's a lot of things in the works, guys. A lot of things. It's not just that. There's a whole slew of different things. So I just gotta say, the earlier you get a part of it, the better. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. And if everything comes through like I'm hoping it's going to come through, people are going to be really surprised at what's going to happen in the future with Global Ghost Hunt. It's going to be a big surprise. So people are going, if it goes through, it's going to be people. I can tell you this much: when people find this out, I imagine we are going to get a flood of registrations once they find out what's going to be happening. So obviously, I can't say anything right now, but when I do, and if I do, we will have a very, very big show on it. Like a GGH Live. It will be a very, very big show. And we'll have all the necessary parties there as well that are a part of it. So, yeah.
100%. 100%. And for the record, Nando and myself do know what he's talking about, and he's not lying. He's not lying.
Yeah, so, unfortunately, there's a few things with it that are not Nando's not in favor of, and let's be honest. But I'm gonna have to.
I wouldn't say I'm not in favor of it, but there's opinions there, but.
Yeah,
I'll go with the flow. We'll see what happens, and yeah.
But I can say the majority are gonna say, Nando, you're an idiot.
They might be.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, at the end and I know we're kind of playing word games here right now because you're not really sure what we're talking about. But so I will say this, and I've said this on other shows. It's going to be on a platform that's so big, and it's definitely not Paraflex. I will say that. That's all I'll say.
Can I give one more little teaser with it?
Well, it's got it. Yeah, sure.
Everybody knows this platform.
Yes.
Or at least has heard of it.
Yes. And it's not Roku. Mm-hmm. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Everybody seems to be going to Roku. And unfortunately, you get lost in Roku. You get lost in Roku unless you actually know the channel that you're looking for. Yeah. So, yeah. But, I'm finding that a lot of groups are going there and then bringing teams on their page. So unless you know what that group name is, you will never, ever find it. But anyways, the platform's even bigger than, it's much, much bigger than Roku. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all we're going to say. That's all we can say. So, well, if it happens. So the meeting is apparently already set up. So we'll see.
Well, it's been about a year and a half, give or take, since a Global Ghost Hunt went from an idea to where we're at right now, almost to our second event. And I'm excited for it. We talk about different things on this GGH Live, and we've spoken about these locations, these teams we're excited for, which keeps growing. We get new teams and locations almost daily. But one thing I want to just say, and then I'm going to ask you guys, is we've all been through a lot. We've been through a lot in this past year and a half. We've been through a lot of joys, a lot of sorrows, a lot of different things. People have came, they've left either on their own accord or, we as an admin said about it. To no fault, it's just that, people have different ideas and we have different ideas, and that's fine. We all part ways, our own separate, and we all wish them the best. And, some have came on and have done an amazing job. We've been through a lot of changes. So my question is, and I want to start with you, Nando. what has been?
Why would he go? Why would
No,
he go
this one's
with
good.
me?
This one's good. This one's good. This one's good.
Okay.
So
Let's go.
what? Since you've joined up with Global Ghost Hunt, what has been the biggest change that you've seen since we've started to this very moment?
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That's
See,
not too
I
bad
knew what I was
question.
doing. I don't even have a script.
The biggest change. What is the biggest change that I've seen? I think one thing for the Global Ghost Hunt, what it has done is brought teams together. That, you know, for me, the biggest change is networking with so many different people with different backgrounds. You know, you got like Brian, you, AJ, and we've all come together, and it's just like, what, you know, learning from each other. What kind of things you guys do on an investigation, and also learning about each other as individuals, like what makes us tick. Like, because I'm not gonna lie, we've had moments where, like the other day, me and Brian were having a bit of a, would you say, like I was getting a bit heated with our conversation?
About
So it's
what?
like learning about you. You know, I think it's you learn more about people. Like, you know so much about people. But
I don't even remember that. When was that?
It was, I think it was Sunday evening. You rang me Sunday afternoon.
And we had a heated discussion?
Well, I didn't agree with you, and I was saying,
What
you
didn't you
frustrate
just
me.
can you say what you didn't agree with?
Well, situations that we've gone through, and Brian was telling me, well, mate, you know, you can't be like this. You got to stay calm and look for it. And I'm like, no.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And do you know what? And this is the thing. I'm not gonna go into it as, you know, go into the situation, but what it is, you know, someone takes a spike at you, right? And for me, if someone does it to me, I can't sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to be nice about this. No, I'm going to. Brian, on the other hand, you know, people are very quick to say stuff about maybe me, Brian, whatever, right? But then it's so weird, but you don't see what the person's like in the background. And to hear Brian staying cool and saying, look, we've got to be nice, we've got to be, you know, try and work through it. And it annoys me because he's too nice. Hey, do you know what I'm talking about now?
I do know what
I
you're
know
talking
exactly.
about.
I wasn't even in the conversation, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Lord.
You know,
yeah, I
and,
know what you're talking about.
And the more he was telling me to calm down, the more it was annoying me. And I was just like, and he was like, and as you all, dude, come on, calm down, it's all right. And I'm like, dude, no, it's not all right. So
yeah.
But yeah.
You know what? And like I told Nando on Sunday, at the end of the day, it's just a waste of energy. It really is. And what Nando gets upset about is, and I will go into this kind of question in a few different ways. Nando, are you finished with yours? I don't want to overlap you.
Oh no, I was just going to say that's what, you know, the biggest change is just learning about us as individuals as well. You know, it's been a fun experience.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what? Some things that I've discovered since starting this, that no matter what the situation is, whether it has to do with me or not, I always get blamed.
Sorry, I was listening, but I like Vic.
Yeah,
I had to. I was gonna wait till the end of your statement there, Brian, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
I love this.
yeah, no, that's fine. It makes sense. Yeah, I discovered very, very quickly. Well, maybe not very quickly, but definitely over time that since I started this, whether a situation came up, whether it was about me or not, I was still blamed for it. And it's been very discouraging at times. It's been very overwhelming at times. And it's been very disappointing at times, because if somebody had a problem or somebody left or whatever the reason was, I got blamed for it, whether I had something to do with it or not. And we're all learning. We're all learning as we go along here, because like we always said, the first one was new to all of us. And you know, there have been certain situations where maybe they weren't handled right, or maybe they could have been handled differently, But at the end of the day, the problem, one of the major problems is there was, and I'm not saying with the panel here, I'm saying with the people that was with us in the past, I felt like most of the time I was babysitting. And it was, and I'm not saying any of the admin staff now. Okay. I want to make that clear. That's what it felt like at times, but was really upsetting to me is if somebody left for whatever the reason may be, I got blamed for it, especially if I didn't have anything to do with it. You know, and that was the more upsetting part, because my whole goal for this was teams to come together, locations to come together and celebrate the paranormal.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know there's going to be times where you're going to have certain people with you, and it happens with any business. And I've said this to Nando, I've said this to Matt. It happens with any businesses. I've been in businesses before where I was the manager of the company. Not everybody's going to get along all the time, and I get that.
Yeah.
But
as I said to you, and I'm sorry to interrupt,
no,
just because it's a business doesn't mean that you got to sit there and take it. You've got to, you know, your cool head, right? That's when I want to slap your head, because it's just like there's a certain line you don't cross, and there's certain things you say that you don't cross where actually it's not right and it needs to. But then Brian comes in with like, I'm cool, you know, I'm just like letting it ride, and I can't.
Well, first of all, I never ever say that. And
I'm just, that's me just doing it.
Yeah, I know. I just at the my famous line, at the end of the day, it's just not worth the energy, and you know, and
I'm off, I'm gone,
and it's just not worth the energy and not worth putting the effort when we have other things to do, you know. And Nando gets pissed off because he wants me to say something, and I just want to move on from it. So that's all you can do. But you know, it's funny. Like, I want to move on from it. For the people that were doing that, they continue doing it, and I continue saying nothing. But at the end of the day, who ends up being the better person?
Mr. Lavey.
No, I'm not saying me. I'm just saying in general. I'm saying in general, who ends up being the better person out of all of that is the person that's not going out there and being a loudmouth.
Yep.
You
negatives,
know, and
two negatives don't make a positive situation.
Yeah, exactly. So, but Nando still gets pissed off anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And I just want to interject here, guys. This is by no means a bashing session. There's no one individual that we're targeting at this point. It's just a blanket statement. And you know what? To be honest with you, just to touch on both of your guys's your statements, absolutely. We've been through a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of people. Some have left on their own. And I think I said to you, Brian, I don't know if I said it to you, Nando. I said it's just like the trash taking itself out. You know, good riddance. Have fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
There was one in particular.
Yeah, be careful with the choice of words, because it's not aimed at. Okay, let's put it this way: it's not aimed at anybody recently. Okay,
no.
So,
but
we have to be careful. And you know, and this is what I say to Nando, and Nando still gets pissed off when I say this. And I said this to him the other day. I go, dude, listen, we are still trying to grow Global Ghost Hunt to the point where it's, you know, it's doing well. And the last thing we need to do is put bad vibes on it.
No,
and yeah, so
you know what, like I said, some people just left on their own, which is fine. Some people just didn't have the same thought process that we did, and that's fine too. But you know what, we all, in all honesty, the whole admin, we all sit here and say we wish them the best.
Of course.
We always wish them the best. And honestly,
well, there's one person I don't wish the best, but
there's a list.
But that was at the very beginning when we first started.
I have about 5 on that list. So if you've got one, we need to talk.
Yeah. To be honest, unfortunately, that person was only in it for one reason and one reason only. So, and that was discovered very, very quickly. And you know, and he is not a very stand-up guy. So, yeah.
But no, the main focus, though, I just want everyone to be clear. The main focus of the admin staff as a whole, and I can say this because I am on it, is we're after exactly what Brian said, to celebrate these teams and locations from all around the world. It's just that easy, that simple. That's why we put in the long hours. That's why we have the meetings. That's why we're always in communication. That's why Nando and I love doing these GGH lives. We want to bring people together. We want to celebrate. We want to give you little teasers of these people. And you know, I just wanted everyone to understand that none of us have any ill feelings. We really don't. I mean, we'll joke about it, but we wish them the best. God bless them. But
speak for yourself, buddy.
Hey, I've said it before. You don't like it, go somewhere else.
I think Nando has a different opinion.
Oh, I know. But I'd rather, like you said, I'd rather be the bigger person.
But yeah, exactly. And that's what I do. And I love what Valerie said. Valerie, like I said earlier in the show, Valerie is one of my favorite people in the world. And exactly the way I feel.
Yeah. But regardless, one thing, though, I have noticed in this about year and a half is exactly what Nando said. A year and a half ago, half of these people, and Brian, myself, and you included with this one, the relationship you and I have, we've gotten closer. Nando and I have gotten closer together. Raymond, everybody right here, Jen Jacobs. You know, we as an admin, we have all came together. We've met new people, amazing people, Rootless Destinations, the crew over in Tombstone, AZ Pie.
AZ Pie has been incredible. She's been a huge supporter. And what
Suzette,
I said about Jen Jacobs the other day in her thumbnail, she's been really crucial to the locations, and I really appreciate everything she's done. And for this person to be doing 3 locations for the Global Ghost Hunt just shows her dedication to what we're doing. And I'm so appreciative of everything she does, for sure.
Yeah,
that's why I wrote what I wrote the other day in her thumbnail.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just amazing that not just the growth we've had, but the speed of the growth. And I mean, I know when we were talking about it, Brian, before we even had an admin staff, we were saying, this could be, really far. We could take this really far in 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
And what's been accomplished in the last 8 months.
Yeah. And what's really scary about all of that is I predicted, before we even started, I predicted the problems that we would have. And especially with some people joining, I predicted it. It came true. That's scary. That's scary. And it's yeah, there's been a lot.
Yeah, and trust me, Tracy, we are all excited for the Wild West Paracon. We really are.
Yeah.
Not to mention what you guys are doing in October.
It's going to be
too.
Great. Especially hooking up with GTI. Should be a lot of fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Them too.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to meeting them and doing an investigation with them. That's going to be a lot of fun. And that's really, and when Bruce came to me with the idea of doing that, I had to think about it for a little bit, but then I realized that, that it's going to be a big help for Global, and it's going to really help put Global on the map.
And you know what? We couldn't have gotten with a better group of people. I'm not saying everybody else we work with, like Paralinks and them, not saying they're not amazing people, because let's be honest, they are. But, everybody that we met with the Tombstone Paracon have been amazing. They're a great group. Yeah. Really great group. They've all been supportive, and the whole town should be commended for it.
Yeah, we don't mention the deputy clerk that often, but Carissa is super nice as well, and looking forward to working with her a lot more as well, along with Bruce. Absolutely. And obviously Tracy. We are amazing. Yes, you are amazing. So, but the reason, and I will let people know, the reason why we changed the dates for next May was because of the Wild West Paracon. That's why the dates were changed, because they're on the they are on the 26th, 27th, or 28th, or the 27th. No, wait a minute. Yeah, the 26th, 27th, and then 28th is the Paracon for next year. So that's why we changed it. So
and
yeah,
and I know that there's going to be some representation from GGH there as well, folks. So you don't
Yes.
want to miss it. But I do want to. I do want to ask you guys, and Brian, we'll start with you, brother. What are you looking forward to? What are you expecting, or what can people expect from the event coming up in about a month? What's going to be different than the May event?
I think the obvious one is that we got a bunch of new locations that I'm really, really excited about. A bunch of new locations, and like Tracy's in the room, and she made a comment on the thumbnail that I put up there today for Pete Spence house. There's an interesting little story about that place that I thought was really, really interesting. Pete Spence ended up in jail, and he spent some time in Yuma Territorial Prison, which is another location that we're doing with the Global Ghost Hunt. Yeah, so I thought that was a real cool correlation of the two places, and I thought that was really, really super cool. And so I like the fact that we got a bunch of new locations, and I'm looking forward to seeing the live with Matt and Howard and Mackenzie. The only downside to that is I'm going to have to sit here for 2 hours and watch Howard. So, yeah, I saw those, Jen. I'll listen to those after. But I thought it was really interesting, the correlation, or the those two stories coming together, and they're both going to be part of the Global Ghost Hunt. So that is really, really super cool. I have to be honest, I'm really looking forward to seeing the Carl Beck house.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to seeing Rootless Destinations, Presidio. That looks like a real super cool spot. So I'm really, really excited about all the new locations that are happening. Now, what I would like to mention, and they still haven't found a team, and I would like to get a team in there, because I think we need to have this location on the Global Ghost Hunt, and then that is the Clown Motel.
Absolutely.
We need to get a team in there. If you're from the Nevada area, please reach out to them, because they want to bring somebody in. They want to be a part of this. And it's obviously a famous location. So I was tempted to actually fly out there and do it myself. So
you couldn't pay the Wicked Queen enough to go there, just saying that. But I will say, if you're listening right now, you know somebody in the Nevada area around that might be interested, tag them in the comments, send this to them. This is another reason why sharing is important in these videos. So guys, if you know somebody, please tag them, send the message along, because Brian's right. This location is infamous. I mean, it's just like an Eastern State Penitentiary, Pennhurst, Lep Castle, any Ancient Ram Inn, any of these big names. Clown Motel is one of them.
Yeah, it's a great. Obviously, the only reason why I'm not going is because it's full of clowns. But I think I would have nightmares for the next 6 weeks if I went there. To be perfectly honest, I'm just not good with clowns. But
see. The Wicked Queen, if we would go that area, she would push me out of the car and go, "You do it." She wouldn't even slow down or hit her brakes. She'd drive right by, throw me out right in the parking lot, say good luck, and go. Yeah, maybe I would get a good luck.
Yeah. So if somebody's in the Nevada area or surrounding areas, please reach out to them, because, like I said earlier, they really want to be a part of this, and they're trying everything to find a team. Timing, for some reason, for a lot of teams seems to be off. But if we can get a team in there, that would be amazing. I think even Ghost Adventures has been there, haven't they? And now, correct me if I'm wrong. Has Ghost Hunters been there as well?
Ghost
I think
Hunters,
they have.
They might have. They
I'm
might
not sure
have.
about Ghost Hunters.
As far as I didn't know there would be any more room for clowns with Ghost. Anyway, not touching that one.
Yeah, okay.
Not touching that.
Please don't.
Next extra clown. Anyway, demonic clown. Anyway, but no, seriously, folks, if you guys know somebody, if you know somebody in that area, please tag them or tell them about this, because it'd be great to have them. It'd be great to have them, and who knows, they might even set up some kind of deal with you. You never know.
I believe Patty's even been there. Has she not? I think she has.
Possible.
I think she's been there, or maybe it was something along that same lines. But God, I really want to get that place on board. I really do, and I just don't know anybody in the Nevada area. So again, if you guys know anybody in the Nevada area,
Ghost Brothers, okay.
Ghost Brothers, maybe we need to call them up and get them.
There you go. There you go. Victor, if you're still watching, you know a lot of people out that way. You know anybody that's
Let's get Victor right there.
I was just about to say, shall we get Victor to go and do the comments?
That would be hilarious, actually.
And don't worry,
those clouds.
Victor, don't worry. You're not going to go by yourself. I nominate IG to go with you.
So that would be good to try and get two people that are not, or someone that's not actually in the paranormal, to go to a haunted location and see what happens, like while they're walking through and things like that. That would be a cool street.
You just gave me a great show idea. We'll call it Paranormal First. We have a bunch of people who have never done it before go out with a team and investigate a location.
That's actually not a bad idea, actually.
That's a great show, Paranormal First.
Just to see what they find and, see. And I think Vic should be the first one to volunteer to do that.
You know what, Victor? I changed my mind. You're doing our pilot episode of Paranormal First. I'll take you to Penhurst.
Would IG have? Does IG have the same fear as Victor?
I don't think it's much about fear, but
Victor has fear.
No, I'm trying to give the man some credit. He's my brother. Out there.
Let's be honest. Victor has fear.
I don't know. I usually pick on Vic, so I don't know if IG. I think IG would. Come on, IG. I'm going to call you out right now. Let's go. Come on. You always have the muscle. You got this.
There you go.
I think that'd be a good stream to watch.
Yeah, I think it'd be hilarious.
Be a great show. We'll call it Paranormal First. Just travel the country, find these people who are skeptical or timid of the paranormal, and take them to these like legit locations. Eastern State, Penhurst, all of them. Just go. Just highly active areas, and just say, "Let's go." You're with us.
Matt, that's a great idea. That's a Paranormal First.
I get it. I get it. I get good ideas once in a while. Not just for show.
Yeah.
That hamster spins every once in a while, I'll tell you.
Oh, don't get me started on hamsters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, well.
Why?
Sucks. Something with I believe it was something with the city, right, Jen? Something happened, or the owners. But I know it's in a sketchy neighborhood. But,
what do you mean, Penhurst? You mean Penhurst?
Eastern State.
Oh, really? You can't investigate there? Or what is it exactly?
It's an old jail, like a penitentiary, prison. A lot of activity. Very, very haunted. Actually, do you remember Ghost Hunters? Dude Run? That meme, the whole
Again,
Dude Run.
I don't watch them.
Okay.
So
anyway, that's where that came from. They were in Eastern State Penitentiary, and I guess an apparition appeared in front of one of the guys, or one of the doors slammed, and they ran out. They ran out going, "Dude, run." It was great. But no, it's very active. I've actually I've done kind of a mini investigation and walkthrough of it. I've had the cell doors slide. I've heard chains rattling. I thought I saw somebody standing somewhere. Caught some EVPs. It was great. I loved it. But that sucks. That just threw me off, Jen. But it's all right. We still have Penhurst. We have Caden and all them from Penhurst. They're amazing. Love to get them involved as well with this. Yeah, there you go. And Al Capone was actually there.
Okay.
They told me we're going a different direction.
Wow.
You're a freaking haunted. I'm not even. No, I'm going to roll up my sleeves even farther for that rant. But
well,
anyway,
it's the exact same thing as the dam thing in Tennessee. They've closed, and now I think they're a winery place or something like that now. You know what one I'm talking about? The dam.
No.
I forget the full name of it. The dam in Tennessee.
Mm.
Ghost Adventures was there. Ghost Hunters were there. A lot of the top paranormal celebs were there. Something the dam something. I can't recall what it is, but it's closed, and I think it's a winery now or some winery place or something like that now. And they don't allow anybody to go in there anymore. The dam. What is it called?
Oh, here you go. Hales Bar Dam.
Thank you. Yeah,
Here it is.
they're not. They don't allow investigations in there anymore, which really sucks.
Yeah.
Because apparently that place was great.
So one thing, Nando, I want to direct this one at you. So you and I obviously had a lot of fun for the first Global Ghost Hunt for the May event, especially the GGH lives.
When I was awake.
What do you want to do? Yeah, when you're awake for it.
Wow.
But what do you want to see? Let's just say for the halftime show. What are you thinking? What are your thought process on what you want to do? The halftime show.
A halftime show. What would I like to do different to last time? We had to be fair, the halftime show was really fun. Like when we last did it. Would I do anything different? Definitely bring on the newer teams that have joined, like to get to know them. You know, because we got new teams that wasn't part of May. But I don't know. I wouldn't change anything different. I think we did a good job last time, didn't we?
I would make one suggestion.
Okay.
More countdowns.
Definitely. Every time I see a countdown, the first thing I think of is Matt. Very first thing I think of. I go, did Matt do that video? Because there's a countdown.
Anthony's video, by the way, no.
Who?
Anthony's
Yeah.
for Texas. I did not do his. That was all him.
Yeah.
But he learned from me, he says.
I think what I would like you guys to do, if you can do it, if it's possible, I think showing some footage of the teams.
That's a good one.
We could do a bit of both, like if they've captured anything and funny moments as well.
Yeah, you can.
I think that'd be quite fun to do that as well.
Maybe the first several teams that start when you're doing when they first started, or how whatever. Getting some of their footage because you'll have it, and you can just download it and just take some clips out from those teams that you're bringing on.
I like
that. Would be my suggestion.
I like that.
Yeah.
See, I'm just not good looking.
And for you right now.
Anyway, everyone just goes quiet.
Well, that was a weird statement to say. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I would definitely. I think that would be really good if you guys got some clips.
Okay. Yeah. And are you going to be doing anything different for the opening ceremonies? Because I'm assuming we're still going to have opening ceremonies.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I'm gonna take some time to think about it. I did the promo video for it, which I thought was really nice. But I haven't really thought about it yet. So I'm gonna take some time to think about if we're gonna do something different or if it's gonna be something similar. I think I'm gonna get somebody else to do the promo or at least the voiceover work.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see.
I kind of like Jen's idea. So Jen was saying about videos introducing the teams themselves. Maybe what we can do, and this is just a thought, and maybe we can have them record a couple of seconds of the teams introducing themselves for the first half of the Global Ghost Hunt, and then for this after the halftime show to the wrap-up show of them introducing. So that way we know that people can see the teams that are on their way and who there's going to be watching.
Yeah, there's several things you can do. But yeah, you guys are going to have to brainstorm and figure out what you're going to do.
Give me permission to get ideas. I like that.
Well, dude, like honestly, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if I say anything or you're going to do it regardless.
I mean, you're not
And
wrong.
no, this is
wrong.
true. And you know, I'm never going to fight you on your ideas. Unless it's way fucking out there, then you know we're gonna have to sit down and talk. But you know, other than that, no, I trust I trust what you think is good and what you think is bad. So I'm not overly concerned.
Except my merchandise ideas.
Well, that was a little out
random.
there. That was random.
Were random. They were random.
That was.
I was going for.
I don't know what the cow thing is about, but you know, like it's
the one I just couldn't stop laughing at. I don't know why. I just saw it and I was like, that would be good merch, and I just kept laughing about it. But anyway, but no. So I do have something I'd like to say, and this goes out to the audience. I want to see more audience involvement. I want to see everyone who's watching. If you hear something, see something, just say it. Be active on it. I want to see everybody sharing. Even put, if you hear like a voice that you're not too sure about, something doesn't look right, say it. Say it in the comments. Because one thing that I loved that we did, Brian, is when we were trying to get the team's attention, we were flashing like somebody landscape portrait. I'm not going to go into detail, but we were trying to get their attention. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see if they hear something, if the audience hears something, sees a shadow, hears a voice, we flash that. We flash it right on screen so the teams can see it. So the audience is involved with the investigation as well.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And just to follow that, one thing I did really like from the May event, all the teams that were involved were supporting the other teams.
Yes.
And I'd like to see that continue. Rootless, Arizona Pie, Vicky, Suzette, we're all there watching other teams investigate. And I'm assuming because they were doing that, they were going to be learning maybe different techniques or different styles or whatever it is. I'd like to see that continue. All the teams supporting other teams. And that right there for me. And I think me and Matt, when we were going through all those lives, I think that's one thing that surprised us. That all these teams were watching the other teams and supporting them. And that was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed that. And then obviously the comments from the users watching, some of the comments that they were saying about the Global Ghost Hunt was really cool. Like a lot of them, like Rosanna was in here earlier. I don't know if she's still here, but she was there for every single investigation. Even if she was going for work, she was stopping in for 15, 20 minutes watching, and then she was going to be watching it back later. So that's one thing that I hope happens again, that all the teams continue watching the other teams, and then again the users keep on coming in and saying so many nice compliments. I think during that whole event, I think there was one comment that wasn't very nice, but it was from a troll. But other than that, everybody was enjoying it, and that's what I think us on the admin team were really enjoying as well. And it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see everybody working together, and I don't even think they realized that they were all working together.
No. So, folks, if you are interested in finding out more about the teams and locations that are coming up, real easy. Just go to the Global Ghost Hunt Facebook page. It's all on there. We're always sharing them out. You can find them on Parapost. You can find it a lot of places. Let's be honest with
you. Tanner, it was not you.
Oh, brother. I love seeing Tanner. I haven't seen him in a while, but I'm glad to see he's back.
Yeah, Tanner, did I see something the other day that you're bringing your show back?
I thought I saw the same thing.
Well, if you are, I hope you're coming up on Parapost because we miss you. Your show was great. I loved your show.
Probably Jen, yeah.
No, I don't think she'll be at midnight this time. Because two of them are going to be recorded, so they're going to be going on earlier. And then the one on the 28th, she will probably be on a little bit earlier than 12. I don't want to put her at 12. So, anyways, yeah, the show is back with a bunch of other stuff. Well, I hope you're coming back to Parapost, buddy. I really do.
I want to change that to you better. Why wouldn't
Well,
you?
no, I don't want to pressure him to doing it.
No, I will.
Hey, there's Dan. Dan, did I hear that you just recently had surgery? I hope you're doing better if that's true. Dan is the one that owns that haunted location. Is
Warriors
it Broadhead?
Asylum. Warriors Asylum.
Oh, okay, so I'm thinking of somebody else then. Sorry,
No,
Dan. I'm thinking of somebody else. I know somebody else that has a haunted location that just recently had surgery. I think he owns Broadhead Manor.
Either way.
Yeah.
There
Warriors is on, and I'm gonna
Warriors
get Dan in. I'm gonna get Dan's location up there next May. So hopefully we'll get a team in there to investigate.
And folks, it's still not too late to sign up. It really isn't. You have until the end of the month. You have the end of September, so you still have some time. I don't want to say plenty of time, but you could also sign up for the May, April event. You can still sign up. It's perfectly fine.
April, May.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does tie. It does go into May. So you're. I wasn't.
April, May. Wrong. Yeah, not May, April. Doesn't
May,
work.
April?
My dog out there is barking like crazy. I don't know why.
I was just gonna say, is that Max?
Yeah, it is Max. he's probably pissed off I didn't bring him in the room. Oh dear.
All right, so we probably have, I would say, one more GGH Live, unless something happens where either I get an idea, Nando gets an idea, or Brian gets an idea. But I'm excited, guys. I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be good. I'm looking forward to another 10 days of good investigation. She doesn't.
Okay.
But yeah, it's sort of not too far.
They're talking about
what are we? What's today's date?
Today's the 13th.
13th.
Oh, so we're just under a month away. Yeah.
Yep.
So I will say the schedule will be coming out at the beginning of October on where everybody is. So if you have not told your team leader your date and time, please do so. Get out, Misfits. And yeah, if you can reach out to AJ and let him know that your times that you're starting and ending and the dates, that would be great, so we can get those thumbnails out to let people know. That would be amazing if you could do that. And we just had another team sign up yesterday. So yeah, I think where's he from? Utah? I think it's Utah. Is it Utah?
Check.
Utah, maybe. I'm not sure. It's an 801 area code. Salt Lake City. Actually, I think it's Salt Lake City. So, yeah, they just signed up yesterday. So that's everything. Yeah, Salt Lake. So that should be good. We're going to have a lot more Americans in it this October, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but we'd like to get more Canadians in Europe, people in there. So, yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So, guys, again, it's better not be.
Actually, you know what? Actually, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
I'm keeping my mouth shut on that.
I'm not I don't listen to his music, but I think that would be pretty cool. Oh, well, that was weird.
What happened there?
You disappeared, and then I'm up in your spot now, and you're in. That was weird.
I've been demoted to the bottom of the list. Wow.
So what you were saying? I was at the bottom of the list.
I didn't think. Oh,
Matt did that on
Matt,
purpose.
That one I did. That way, Brian, you can just reach over and smack him. You know.
You know what? like I said, I'm not a fan. Like I don't listen to his music, but I think that would be pretty cool. I just say.
I think any celebrity, anybody that is, let's just say, okay, I'll say well known. Anybody who's well known would be great to investigate with.
I wonder if we can eventually get a team to bring somewhere down the line to actually bring a celebrity on their investigation. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would
like
be,
actually having a celebrity with them doing the investigation, cool. Like somebody
Victor.
famous, like somebody famous, I can't think of anybody right now, but they're coming like on their investigation with them. I think that'd be awesome. I think it'd be really, really good to see. Like somebody
Victor.
famous, like really, really famous, like a famous actor, like Matthew McConaughey. I think that would be so cool to have somebody like that. I'm not saying him in particular. It's just a name it.
I was going to say, I wouldn't be able to take the investigation seriously. Just me personally. I just wouldn't. I'd just sit there going, all right, the entire night. That's all I would do. But
but even a woman, what famous actress would be really cool? Who would be really cool would be Jennifer Love Hewitt, since she did the Ghost Whisperer back in the day.
That'd be a good one.
Do you know who would be funny to go on a ghost hunt with? A female actress is Sarah McCarthy. I think.
Yeah, that would be funny.
She would.
She would. Yeah. You know hilarious. Who that is, Matt?
Oh, I do. I was looking at Jen's comment. No.
And Brian said he's thinking. Brian says he might be able to bring on a celebrity. Jennifer Aniston or Anderson. Who's that?
I think he meant the other one.
Aniston. Jennifer Aniston.
Anderson. Is he on about the one Jennifer from Friends?
I think that's what he meant.
Rachel Green. He played Rachel Green.
That would be awesome. I'd be at that investigation. I'd be flying out there for sure.
But I think someone like Sarah McCarthy, I think that would be a great person to investigate with. She would just.
You know who I think would do it?
Who?
I think Dan Aykroyd would do it.
Oh, that would be good. I would go. I think he actually would. I'm agreeing with Brian. I think he would. He's very open about that stuff. Like he's very.
And
relaxed.
I know somebody that knows him. And now I'm trying to think of who that person is. I think he would be really. I think that'd be so cool to have a celebrity come out to one of the investigations.
Absolutely.
I still reckon the first person we got to get is Vic. Out of everyone that we could, it would be cool, but I think Vic would be there.
A good celebrity welcome. Yeah.
And as you were saying earlier on, paracomedy, Matt, with Victor Santiago. I think that would be hilarious. Like
I'm still thinking of my that. There you go, Cheech and Chong.
That would be hilarious, actually. That would be hilarious.
Any of the crew from Jackass, I think would be hilarious.
Oh, there you go. Demi Lovato would be a good person to have.
Oh, that's true. I'm still thinking about the Paranormal First, the TV show. That idea. I like that idea.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
So anyway, folks, that's gonna do it for tonight. I have to go pick up the Wicked Queen. I have her keys. I have her car. So I gotta go pick her up from work. But before we go,
Rudd. There you go, Paul Rudd.
Oh, that'd be a good one too. Brian, Nando, you guys have anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I wonder what that would cost us.
Too much
to have a paraceleb come out, or a celeb, not a paraceleb, a celeb. You think it would cost us something, or you think they'd be willing just to come out?
I think if you can read, I think some of them would be up for doing it.
One of my old friends is best friends with Kiefer Sutherland. So I wonder if I could somehow contact him and see if he'd be interested in coming out.
It's worth a try. Yeah, the worst you're going to get is a no. But I think it would be.
I do know for some for Fear Fest, I think Howard was saying to get some of the celebrities, they cost pretty penny.
Yeah. Anyways, final thoughts. Get ready, folks. This October, it's going to be a good one. There's going to be a lot of great locations that are going to be shown, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it, and hopefully everything comes off with no problems whatsoever. And because we had a cancellation, we had to move one live to a recording, and we had a couple of hiccups with portrait to landscape. And but other than that, the teams should expect something in their email on stuff that we're going to suggest you do during your hunt, and things to avoid. One biggest thing that I think we need to get people to do is, if they're going to do an SB7 through the live, get a microphone that attaches to your phone.
Yeah.
Because if you do, we are going to be able to hear the SB7 better. So you can easily get a microphone off Amazon that plugs into your phone. So we'll have no problems listening to your SB7. But these are things that we're all going to put in the list of things to do and don'ts, and just to make your investigation better. So so that's it for me.
And just for the record, folks, with that being said, and with this comment, portrait, landscape.
No, we're not talking about you, John. We are not talking about you, and we're not saying it in a bad way. It's just, I think what we need to do is, before they go on live, we come up and make sure everything's right and good, because sometimes with StreamYard, you can't do it. You can't switch it while you're already live. So you have to do it before you start live. So
if you're using a phone, make sure your auto rotate is on. That'll really help out too.
Yeah. But those are things that are all going to be explained in the email that we're going to send out to all the teams after the schedule is released for the investigation. So no, it's okay, John. It's okay. You had a great investigation, and
you weren't the only one.
I will have to say that at the end, it probably wasn't so great because somebody was being hurt at the end of her investigation, which is you never want to see. And but no, your investigation was great. And one more thing that we're going to put on that list: lighting, people. Lighting is important. Lighting is very, very important. Yeah. So as they soon discovered, lighting is very important. But it took 2 hours to calm her down. Wow. So anyhow, that's it for me.
Nando, you have anything you want to say?
It's a bit. It's going to be another great event. We've got new teams jumping on. Really iterating what you said, getting the viewers getting involved. If you see something that the teams are not seeing, it'll definitely help me and Matt when we come to do the halfway show to pick up key bits of the investigation to show on the GGH Live. And I think that's it's going to be a good October.
Absolutely. And guys, again, you still have time to sign up if you haven't already. So just go to globalghosthunt.com, sign up today. Your team, your location, sign up, because it's going to be worth it. And honestly, I want to thank everybody in the audience for your participation. As always, you guys are great. So please, again, share. We're still looking for somebody to investigate the Clown Motel. Somebody tag them,
Genesee,
let them know,
too.
spread the word.
Genesee and the Victorian View.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And it's all the information is on the Facebook, Global Ghost Hunt Facebook. So check them out. Check out the teams.
One more thing. If you guys can do me a large favor, the people that are in the room, if you can go over to the Global Ghost Hunt Facebook page and share all those thumbnails, or share 2 or 3 or whatever, that would be really, really fantastic. And if you find the Clown House Motel, and if you share it, just put a comment saying, listen, they're looking for an investigation team. And if you know anybody, can you send this to them? That would be fantastic.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And don't forget, guys, to also go check out the Tombstone Wild West Paracon. You guys are not going to want to miss that because they have a lot of fun and a lot of exciting things coming up as well. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for this show. I'm not sure, Nando, if we'll have one more before the event. We probably will.
I think so.
Knowing
Yeah.
us, we probably will.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
thank you
because
all.
then
Again.
you will because you'll do the schedule.
Oh, that's true.
Mm.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So, so the next one, guys, you'll actually know. You'll know the lineup. You'll know the times and the dates. So
There you go. There you go.
Pay
There's
attention.
a place right there.
there you go, Dan. Anybody needs help, reach out to Dan.
Where's
Wherever you
his?
can help.
What's his place called, and where is it, so people know?
Warriors Haunted Asylum. It's in Wisconsin. You can find it on Facebook.
There you go.
But
I
yeah,
knew it.
check
I
him
just
out.
wanted you to say
No, I figured.
it.
There's CMP. But again, guys in the audience, thank you guys so much for your love and support. We really, really appreciate it. So, guys, we'll see you on the next one. So, I guess there's only one more thing to say. Y'all have yourselves a great rest of your night. Have fun. Stay safe. And as always, guys, happy hauntings.